Okay, so I see a lot of things going on the internet about this new Fed Now program that the Federal Reserve has issued. But before I get to details of the program, let me just first say this. I know that the Federal Reserve is trying to get rid of physical cash, and a lot of people are under the assumption or some kind of way being told that Fed Now is a new digital currency. However, it's not. Now, with the Fed getting rid of physical dollars, there are several reasons why they're doing that. And I've known this for the past 2 years because I have an ATM business. It is very hard for me to go to most lending institutions and try and get 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in cash, in 20s at that, from these institutions. The only bank that I've seen that is heavy on the cash is Navy Federal. I can go to Navy Federal and be like, let me get 100 grand in cash, and they'll come with the money. But a lot of these institutions, if you go and say, hey, let me get $10,000, they'll say, hey, you got to give us 24 to 48 hours to put an order into the Federal Reserve to actually get the cash, because they are trying to stop the physical cash from really, circulating in the economy. And of course, at some point, they'll convert to digital. But the reason for that is because you have a lot of people coming into this country and that are starting businesses, cash businesses, but aren't reporting that money. That's number one. Number two, of course, you have illegal transactions that people are doing, whether it's drugs, prostitution, whatever. So they want to be able to, they want their portion. They want to tax people. That's what it's all about when it comes to getting rid of the physical dollar itself. Now, on to Fed Now. I actually did some research, and there's actually a great article on the Motley Fool where they interviewed a black bank, One United, and they were talking about Fed Now, trying to get more information, because you can go on the Fed Now website and there's some information, but Fed Now isn't really for the individual consumer. Fed Now is more so for the banks, the Bank of America, the Wells Fargos, the One United. And just to put it in layman's terms, Fed Now is the bank's version of Cash App. That's the simplest way to put it. So right now, right, if I want to send you a wire transfer, or if you pay your credit card bill, right, that money isn't instant. Wire transfer is different from when you pay your credit card bill. When you pay your credit card bill, it's called ACH, automated clearinghouse, right? So let's say you pay your credit card bill today, and in 3 days that money may come out. Well, the Fed Now actually will make transactions like this through the banking system instant. So let's just say you do a real estate transaction. You're a wholesaler. You close on a deal. And anybody that's in real estate can tell you that when these title companies send this money, depending on what time the money was sent out, you may not get it the same day. It could be a couple hours, or it could be the next day. Well, with Fed Now, if these title companies or these lending institutions sign up for it, well, they can send you the money instantly, 365 days a year, any day, any time, and you'll instantly receive the money. That's pretty based on the materials that Fed Now has produced, and based on these interviews from these lending CEOs. This is what they're saying it is. It's just a faster way for banks to send and receive money without having to use ACH, without having to use wire transfers. So let's just say, for example, Goldman Sachs gets this Fed Now thing, and you pay your Apple Card bill. Well, they'll be able to instantly take the money out of your bank account. I know a lot of people are worried because people are under the assumption that the Fed is trying to track everybody's dollar. And they're saying that that's not what it is, but it could possibly be another way for them to do it. And that's the other reason why I said, they're tightening up the access to physical dollars in some instances, right? Now, of course, there's money always floating around. But like I said, as someone that has an ATM business and have to work directly with banks and armored truck services to get the cash, it's a lot harder. It's been a lot harder for like the past 2 years to get access to a lot of cash. And it is what it is. So, I know a lot of people are, kind of like skeptical, but you really have no control over if your bank starts using Fed Now or not. It's totally up to them. And it will allow a lot of banks to come up with their own Cash App, or to be able to, attract new customers. Hey, we can send money, for free and fast to anybody in the world. And that will attract customers to them, because now you can, it will have the appearance as if you can pay your bills faster, if you can send money faster and a lot cheaper than paying fees. You know, for example, when you send money through PayPal, they take a fee. When you send money through Cash App, they take a fee. But with this Fed Now thing, since the Federal Reserve is pretty much eating or controlling converting the transactions, well, the fees may be lower. They may or may not, depending on if the lending institution wants to charge it. But I just wanted to just throw this out there and pretty much show you or give you an idea of what exactly Fed Now is. And it's not really a new currency. The new currency will be, you know, the central bank digital currency or something like that. But as of right now, Fed Now is just the banks, you know, stepping their game up and, you know, getting Cash App or getting a Venmo that, you know, they all can universally use amongst each other.